wishing stream rather than wishing well.
What are you doing in there?
This is the Cruck Barn.
Oh, yeah, just nearly tripped over the step.
You can see where the name comes, the method of construction.
Right. How was it constructed?
If you look at instead of just being straight walls and beams across, those are tree trunks that have been shaped.
Oh, really?
And then these the supports across. So they're just actually made from tree trunks that have been chosen or shaped to what they want, with the supports across. So the name Cruck Barn comes from its method of construction.
Crikey, this wasn't open before.
No, it wasn't.
Came here. How old do you think it is, or how long has it been here?
Cruck barns are usually medieval, really. So it probably dates the 1600s. I don't know how long they continued to be built. I associate them with the Middle Ages, but although this one looks like it's been strengthened with a metal beam. Yeah.
Where's the metal beam?
If you look next to those trunks there's a metal girder going up on both sides.
Right.
All these chairs,
It's a wedding.
and that is used as a wedding venue.
It's preparation.
Yeah, a rustic wedding venue.
Very romantic. What is it?
Well, this is this fairy wood walk that we're doing. There's a fairy school, and the roof has got a titled fairy football field.
Flippin' heck. Bluebell Wood Fairy School.
Yeah, if you're going to film and you do it from there and shoot it into something.
We went in there.
Yes, yeah.
Well, it's still got stuff in the hair, no trees.
It's said somewhere along here that these outbuildings were toilets originally.
Oh, they've served another purpose.
So,
What is?
there's one behind you and one that in front of you.
Yeah.
The camera should pick it up.
Well, this looks interesting. A privy by any other name. Well, how many different names can you have? Netty, out the back, petty, place of easement, place of response, place of retirement, reading room. Come on. I won't read the rest, it's a bit rude.
I read what it said. The Cruck barn is not original to this site.
Right.
He said it's 14th century, which is older than the house. I said I associate them with the medieval period. I hadn't realised it'd been built into the 17th century. But it said it's 14th century, or 15th century, sorry, the 1400s. And it said it's been painstakingly rebuilt here, so it's come from somewhere else.
Right, so it's not original.
Not to this side here.
So are these pigeon holes?
They're pigeon lofts. A lot of big houses and farmhouses, it was a meat source, so they provided homes for the, in effect, homing pigeons. And it was
Pigeons.
a little bit like chickens these days. They keep the hens as breeding, they kept the adults. And when the young ones came to maturity, they'd be, taken for the table and served as food.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Well, it's only like going to the supermarket and buying the chicken. It's just reared your own in those days.
I don't know.
So yeah, it was a ready source of food. More on the other side, it's been put all the way around.
So were they...
Those are where the pigeons will go in and out.
Yeah.
And if you remember, we saw one on Anglesey, and they'd come through the holes in the building,
Yeah.
and they'd build the nests there.
Right.
And then the people could go on the inside and climb up a ladder and just take the young out of the nest or whatever like that.
Right.
Yeah. That house,
Yeah.
it's like it probably built in extensions at different times. But the whole house and all these outbuildings were part of a farm. The Bannister family owned it in the past.
Yeah.
And as it said inside, Nicholas Bannister was one of the magistrates
Yeah.
who attended the trial of the Pendle Witches.
Really?
Coming down
That's
the
a link.
generations from that family is descended Roger Bannister, the athlete, the Olympic athlete.
Crikey.
Yeah. Although I doubt they were living here at that
It's
time.
amazing the links
Yeah.
between history
Yeah.
and people who exist at the moment, relatives or whatever. So this leads down to the river.
It's bench on the side of the road there. Looks quite
Shall we go there?
He's diving down. He feeds those two chicks.
Can you tell the difference in the singing of the birds?
No. As some birds, research has shown, change. A certain bird lives in a town will have got a slightly different song from the same bird lives in the countryside.
Yeah.
They adapt, and
Yeah.
some birds, a bit like parrots, they'll pick up human voices. Some birds mimic the sounds they hear. I remember on the allotment in Prestwich, I'd hear, I remember the bird, I think it was starling, and it was mimicking car alarms going off.
yeah.
You realise it was a bird doing
I
it.
remember you mentioning that before. Must be very intelligent to do.
They're just happy.
Yeah.
They don't understand what they're doing. The ones that are where you live, you get to recognise anyway.
Oh, a bit of
It's
information.
nice to explore this little park and find things you didn't know about.
It is, isn't it? Right. Heading through the park.
discovery.
What have you discovered?
Well, just new places. You know, a bit of everything. A bit of the history at Pendle, a bit of the public park, now on the canal. Just a little bit of it, many things in a very short area. I think it goes over here. I'd have a look round, but I think of the solid.
So what are these? Little
Orchids.
Orchids. I can't see it, your camera's in the way.
Where the car is where the road is. Now we can either walk down that road where the car is parked, or walk a little bit further along to another lot. You didn't ask about the chocolate box, I just walked. Sit on this bench here. Nettings here. I don't think it's much of a picture anyway.
No, it isn't, but it's a very prominent feature, isn't it? Blacko Tower.
Blacko Tower, yeah.
So,
I've driven past it loads of times on the way to the caravan.
do you know anything about it?
It was a local landowner or mill owner or something. But he'd come from Yorkshire and he built it there so he could see into his native Yorkshire.
Crikey.
It's on private land, we can't get to it. I remember the White House that we did. It's this lot we used to come down with the Admiral Guildhawk. We used to come across over the hills, come down here, and then back up this way, which is what we were doing. But we used to come from that lock there rather than this lock.
It looks like a lake.
It's a reservoir for the water board, I think. There's one or two up here.
Right, missed that.
There's 2 or 3 more up at Fowl Ridge.
Amazing what you can see.
Yeah. So we're just coming out of the private estate now, or council housing estate. And this is the main road over to Gisborne that she used to use
Right.
going up to.
I remember Gisborne.
Okay. We used to go, you know, when we went potholing, we always went over that way to settle.
Why are we doing a detour?
Just to see where we might walk another time. One we've done in the past, along the bottom. The little riverside walk. Just about
Oh, is it?
We finished where we started, Pendle Heritage Centre.
Pendle Heritage Centre. This is the car park, which is, how much is it to park?
Up to £10 an hour after the first
£1 an hour, so it's a maximum.
Maximum £10.
£10, right. Now we know what it costs to park here.
Yeah, just I mean, I've been to this visitor centre so many times in the past at the end of the walk, but to see the gardens they now have open, which they didn't in the past, and then to explore the park and the other things we've done, it's been very, very interesting.
Well, supper.